We slept in haunted room 13 and the door opened. Video opens on a grainy night vision shot of a heavy dark wood hotel room door. Dead silence. Then, a low creak echoes as the door begins to swing slowly inward on its own. Whispered, panicked voice from off-screen. "Oh my God. No. It's opening. It's actually opening." The shot cuts to Chris on a hotel bed, pale and wide-eyed, looking at the camera. He's exhausted and shaken. "They told us to stay away. They told us the door to room 13 opens by itself. We came here to investigate the legend, to prove it was just a story. But what we captured, I think it's evidence that something else is in this room. You have to see this." Cut to Chris, energetic, vlogging outside a grand old hotel. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into an investigation that, not gonna lie, has me a little nervous. We are at the Blackwood Hotel, a place steeped in chilling local legends. For what feels like forever, this place has been a magnet for paranormal stories, but none are more famous than the legend of Room 13. The stories are always the same. Guests who stay in the room report this intense feeling of being watched, this heavy, oppressive energy. But the main event, the reason this room is supposedly always locked up, is the door. Legend says it opens on its own, not just once, but over and over all night, like something is inviting you out, or letting something in. The story goes that no one has officially spent a whole night in this room for over a decade. Well, tonight, that all changes. We got special permission, pulled a few strings, and we are about to be locked inside room 13 from dusk until dawn. Our goal? To see if there's any truth to this myth. Section 1. The Arrival. The camera follows Chris and his partner Matt into the dimly lit hotel lobby. Antique furniture, faded portraits. The air feels still. All right, we're inside. And wow, the vibe in here is just thick. It's so quiet. You can really feel the history. We're headed to the front desk to get the key. This should be interesting. At the front desk, an older clerk looks up, his face unreadable. "Chris. Hi, we have a reservation for room 13. The clerk pauses, his eyes lingering on them. Clerk. "Room 13? Are you sure? We have other, more comfortable rooms." Matt. "Nope, we're sure. We're here for the story." The clerk slowly gets a single, ornate brass key from a hook. The number 13 is etched on it. Clerk. "Very well, it's at the end of the hall, top floor. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anything you hear tonight, it's just the building settling." Chris turns to the camera, holding up the key with a nervous grin. "Just the building settling?" "Yeah, I've heard that one before. We've got the key. Let's go find this room." They take a rickety elevator to the top floor. The hallway is long and narrow, wallpaper peeling. Their footsteps echo. They stop at the last door, black, scratched with a tarnished brass 13 on it. Matt. "Well, here it is. The forbidden room. It definitely looks the part. And, does it feel colder right here?" Chris. "I feel it too. The temperature just dropped. Okay, deep breath. Let's see what's waiting for us." Chris puts the key in the lock. It turns with a loud click. He pushes the door open, and they step inside. Section 2. Daylight and Doubts. The camera shows an old-fashioned room. Four-poster bed, heavy wardrobe, cracked mirror. The windows are sealed. Sunlight streams in, making it seem almost normal. Okay, so this is it. Room 13. Honestly, in the daylight, it's just an old, creepy hotel room. Nothing overtly paranormal is jumping out at me, and here's our main target. This door. It's heavy, solid wood. Matt goes to the door and tries to jiggle it. Matt. The hinges are stiff. There's no draft from the window, and I checked. The floor is perfectly level. Logically, there is no reason for this door to move on its own. We're going in skeptical. We'll be looking for air pressure changes, drafts, anything that could explain this rationally. But for now, we set up. Because when that sun goes down, I have a feeling this room becomes a totally different place. Section 3. The vigil begins. Transition to night. The The room is dark, lit by their gear. Chris and Matt sit on the floor, surrounded by cameras, an EMF meter, and an audio recorder. All right, it is 11:30 p.m. We have GoPros in every corner, our main night vision camera is locked on the door, and this audio recorder is running to catch any potential EVP's electronic voice phenomena. The hotel is dead quiet, and the energy in here has completely shifted. It feels watchful, heavy. We're going to start with an EVP session. See if we can communicate with whatever might be here. Chris holds up the recorder. Chris. Is there anyone in this room with us? My name is Chris. This is Matt. We come with respect. We just want to hear your story. Silence. Matt. The legend says you opened this door. Is that you? Can you give us a sign? They wait. The only sound is the low hum of equipment. Suddenly, the EMF meter between them flickers, its lights jumping from green to yellow and beeping once. Chris. Whoa, you see that? Right when you asked about the door. Matt. I saw it. There's nothing around it that should set it off. Could be a fluke, but the timing is really weird. Another long silence. Then, a faint scratching sound from inside the wardrobe. Chris, whispering. What was that? Did you hear that? Matt, whispering. Yeah, it came from the closet. They both stare at the wardrobe. The sound doesn't repeat. Chris. Probably just the building settling, right? CTA. All right, guys, it's almost 3 a.m., the so-called witching hour, and the atmosphere in here is so tense. Every little creak has us on edge. We've had a few weird things happen, but nothing major. Yet, if you think we're going to capture something tonight, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe, because you are not going to want to miss what happens next. Doctrine. Section 4. The climax. Chris and Matt are against the wall, looking exhausted. Matt. I don't know, man. It's been quiet for the last hour. Maybe the stories were just stories. Maybe nothing's going to happen. As if on cue, a single loud creak comes from the door. It's louder than any noise before. Both of them freeze, eyes locked on the door. Chris, whispering, "Don't move. Don't make a sound." They watch, breathless. Nothing happens for a full minute. The silence is deafening. Then, slowly, so slowly, the door begins to swing inward. It moves a few inches, stops, then keeps going until it's open by at least a foot. Matt, whispering in disbelief. No way. No freaking way. It's doing it. Chris, it's actually doing it. Chris, voice trembling. I see it. I see it. Oh my God. The door stops, leaving a dark, open gap into the room. A cold draft seems to pour out. Section 5. The aftermath. They are stunned. Then Matt scrambles up, grabbing a flashlight. Matt. I'm checking the hall. Someone has to be out there. He runs to the door and looks into the empty, silent hallway. Chris follows with a camera. Chris. Anyone. Anything. Matt. Nothing. Not a soul. The hallway is completely empty. I didn't hear footsteps, nothing, and there's no draft out here. Look. He holds up a piece of paper in the doorway. It hangs completely still. Chris. So, what just happened? How is that even possible? Let's check the footage. Now. They huddle over the camera's small screen. Chris plays the clip back. Chris. Look at that. Just look. It just moves, all by itself. There are no strings, no person, no wind. We just filmed what the legends talk about. Section 6. Surviving the night. The rest of the night is a blur. They don't sleep. They sit huddled together, watching the open doorway, too scared to close it. We didn't sleep, not for a second. After the door opened, the room felt occupied. We kept hearing things, faint whispers our audio recorder picked up, but our ears couldn't. At one point, we both heard what sounded like heavy footsteps right outside, but when we checked, no one was there. We came here trying to debunk a myth, to find a logical reason for all this, but we're leaving with this feeling that we were absolutely not alone in that room. Conclusion. Morning. The room is bright with sunlight. Chris and Matt are exhausted, packing their gear. We made it, just barely. We came to this hotel as open-minded skeptics, hoping to find a rational cause for the stories about Room 13. We checked for drafts, uneven floors, anything that could explain it all away. But what we captured on 3 different cameras last night, I have no logical explanation for it. A heavy, solid wood door in a sealed room swung open all on its own. It wasn't air pressure, it wasn't the building settling, it was something else. We came here to investigate a legend, and we're leaving with footage of something I just can't explain. You saw it for yourself. What do you think happened? Do you have an explanation we missed, or do you think this is a genuine paranormal event? Let us know your theories in the comments. We're going to be reading every single one. Until next time, stay safe, and maybe think twice before you book a room with a story.